Hear the walls sweat. Hear the wet clock tick. Every drip remembers me.
Mildew breath and a rabid grin, copper on my tongue, rust under my skin, green like a grave and a neon sign, open for a haunting that used to be mine. I wore the mask till the mask wore me, teeth of the trap set patient and mean, safe room tomb, no prayers, no light, just coils that cuddle when they bite. You thought the spring would break and blast, but metal prays in emptiness. I learned to live in every crack, stitch by stitch, I'm crawling back. You ran from a story you failed to redact. Ink in the seam says I always come back. I run, I rise. Count your breaths and close your eyes. Angels complain where the ribcage sits, grease in the felt in the Springlocked pits, stiff in the joints but the will moves fine. Every step carves out another line. Mass smells of blood and carpet mold, old birthday songs from a busted cone. You think I'm slow but the crawl's by choice. Closer is clearer, so is your voice. You stuff the truth in a rabbit's throat, but lies float long in the honest dough. I learned to love the click of cause. Spring by spring I'm picking locks. I run, I rise. Filth is a crown and the dark is my prize. I smile. Wires sing a hymn through the vents and the tiles. You ran from a story you failed to redact. Ink in the seam says I always come back. I run, I rise. Count your breaths and close your eyes. I drew the blueprints with a butcher's pen, taught every hinge to bow and bend. Mascot gospel sewn to a velvet grin. Safety's a story I stitched from sin. Birthday rooms hushed when I name the game. Quiet little trophies, quiet little fame. You call it curse, I call it craft. I built the cage that brings me back. Click clack, Springlocked sing. Bless me, Father, with a broken wing. Spare me nothing, spare me lack. I never left, I'm coming back. I run, I rise. Filth is a crown and the dark is my prize. I smile. Wires sing a hymn through the vents and the tiles. You roll me off where the drywall cracks. Riding in dust says I always come back. I run, I rise. Your pulse in my hands is a funeral chime.
Hear the wet clock tick. It sounds like footsteps.